Hey, Maximizers. Welcome to my life. If this is your first time watching me, welcome. My name's Crystal, aka Krista Maximizer, and I am a content coach. And I help product based business owners create consistent content that converts into consistent sales so they don't have to run paid ads or hire influencers. I've been creating content on Beyonce's internet since 2018. I started teaching women how to coupon, how to budget, how to meal plan, how to strategically shop. And then during the pandemic, my clients were like, hey, Crystal, teach us how to start YouTube channels, teach us how to start businesses, teach us how to make more money because our jobs are not promised. And the pandemic looks a little crazy. So in 2020, I accidentally became a business coach. And my business coach was like, hey, Crystal, you're my star student. So come on and coach my clients. And I was like, you want me to coach your people? So I accidentally became a business coach and I actually fell in love with it. I actually enjoyed helping women take the idea from their brain and turn it into a profitable business that they love. I really enjoy helping women see that light bulb moment within themselves and actually make money doing something that they actually enjoyed, right? So I did both for 3 years. From 2020 to 2023, I did both. And then in 2023, I decided I wanted to be a business coach. And that's what I want to talk about tonight. I want to talk about pivoting in your business. I want to talk about making the decision to make a pivot and more personally share why I made the decision to pivot and what that process kind of looked like. So, I would love to know who's here. Can you let me know in the comments, number one, where you're watching from, what city, what state, what country are you watching from? And then I want to know what your business is. Tell me in the comments what your business is, what you sell, who you help, what problem you solve. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from and what your business is, okay? So I'm watching from the Central Florida area. I am in Lake County. I moved. And my business, as I said, is content coaching. I help business owners create consistent content that converts into consistent sales. And I sell one-on-one mostly and group coaching programs. That's what I do. That's where I am. Woo. And I want to hear from you. Where are you watching from? And what is your business? And I wanted to share with y'all why I pivoted because I do get that question. Not a lot, but I've gotten that question of like, well, what made you change and what made you switch? Well, the first thing I want to say is I started couponing as a person in 2008. So my whole adult life, I've always been a couponer. I can't remember myself as an adult without having a stockpile. I've always had a stockpile. In college, I had a stockpile. When I was only shopping for myself and I did not have a man and I did not have a child, I was having a stockpile and I was always couponing. And the one thing that I always did is I only coupon for things that I actually needed. I only coupon for things that I actually used. My first like couple months in couponing, I was buying every damn thing. And then I slowly realized, well, I'm wasting time, I'm wasting money, and I'm wasting coupons because if I'm not going to use this stuff, I threw away a bunch of stuff that I had bought that expired. And I was like, I'm never doing that again. So that only lasted for maybe the first 6 months of me couponing from the excitement of like, oh, this is free or this is 50 cents or this is a quarter. I'm going to get it. That ended really fast. So from 2008 until 2018, before I started my YouTube channel, I was just couponing and I would post about my couponing on my Facebook page because that's all I really had is Facebook, and then I had Instagram. And people would always ask me, like, teach me. So in 2015, I had sold some classes, but I wasn't really confident enough to like continue that, right? So when I started my YouTube channel, I'm telling you all that to say when I started my YouTube channel, when I started creating content, I was an expert. When I started creating content, I already was an expert in what I was sharing content about. This wasn't something that I just discovered yesterday or last night and I just got on the internet and started talking about it. This was something that was near and dear to my heart. This is something that every version of myself will do. The millionaire version of me, she still coupons. So when I was racking my brain to figure out what kind of business to start, the Lord just kept saying to me, couponing. And I was like, ain't nobody gonna pay me for that. I can't make no money from that. But on a whim, I started my YouTube channel. So I started my YouTube channel from the mindset of, I know people make money from YouTube. I don't know how people make money from YouTube, but I'm hoping that if I can post for a year, I can start making money from YouTube. My trash can's over there. Like, I want to show people that you can get the things that you want, like, and need and not pay full price. I want to show people that when you coupon, you don't have to buy a lot of things that you don't need. You don't have to buy anything that you don't need to be a successful couponer, right? So I said, I will figure out YouTube, but I'm an expert in couponing. So I started my business doing something that I loved, something that I was good at, and something that I was an expert in. Something that I can pick up if the store has coupons and I can get to the store, or if the store has an app, I'm confident I can coupon in any store. It doesn't have to be store specific, right? I'm that much of an expert. So I started my YouTube channel in 2018. Hey, Muna. I responded to your Voxer, by the way. I started my YouTube channel purely from a place of, I want to teach people how to coupon, but I don't want to charge money. I don't know how to charge money. And I'm low-key scared to charge money because not that many people paid me before. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to post the content for free on YouTube and have YouTube pay me, okay? I gave myself a year to make money. I was monetized in 5 months. Started my YouTube channel in August. My 7-year anniversary is next Tuesday. So next Tuesday, we're going to have a party. Okay, it's an anniversary party, 7-year anniversary party. I will be drinking a margarita. Okay, and I will be telling you every nitty gritty detail that I'm willing to share, from how I started my YouTube channel to how I became the coach that I am today. Okay. So make sure you mark your calendars. It's probably going to be around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, maybe 8, because I'm going to be on for like 2 hours. So I don't know if I have a coaching call that day, but don't quote me on a time yet. I'll send the email. So if you're not on my email list, get on my email list. But next Tuesday, it's anniversary party. And I'm going to tell y'all all the details over a good margarita. Okay. So I got monetized in 5 months. Started my YouTube channel in August. Got my first paycheck in January. Okay. I got paid $342. And I was like, these people have messed up. If they are telling me that I can post what I'm doing, what I was already going to do anyway, and they going to pay me for it, I turned into a monster. If you watched my video, my live a few days ago about how I became a content machine, that's why. I became a content machine because I saw the opportunity that I could post on social media, and that $342 a month quickly jumped to $1,000 a month. Like, I think by March, my checks were over $1,000. And until the pandemic, every single check I ever got was over $1,000. And to this day, I've only gone 1 month in 6 years, because I started January 2019. So in 6 years of me making money from YouTube, I've gone 1 month without a YouTube paycheck. And that was like 2 months ago. But that whole time, I've been making money from YouTube. Not nowhere near the thousands that I made early on, but hundreds of dollars every single month from YouTube. Okay. I literally was posting 5 to 7 times per week. And the fact that I could make money from it, I was sold. And that was the fire underneath of me to prepare to quit my job. That was the fire underneath of me to continue to post 5 to 7 videos per week. I didn't care about anything else. Like, my business was my number one priority. Now, my 9 to 5 was my second priority because I needed it to pay the bills. But my business, I stopped everything to focus on my business. Like, that's it. That's all. Okay. So these things are important to the story to learn why I decided to make the pivot. So, and I'll tell y'all more about this next week on Tuesday when I do the full story from beginning to end. I'll tell y'all all the details. It'll probably be like a 2-hour live because I'm going to go into all the details. People are going to ask questions. Once I start getting lit from the margarita, it's definitely going to be a party. Okay. It's going to be a party. On my 1-year YouTube anniversary, 1 year. So I started my YouTube channel August 19, 2018. August 19, 2019, I got fired from that 9 to 5. One of the best days I've ever had. Still to this day, that is one of the best days I've ever had. One of the best days that I've ever had. I got fired and I said, I'm not getting a job. I had a $5 membership and I hadn't cashed out any of that money. So I had a few $1,000s in there that was just building up. I was making thousands a month from YouTube. Where's the receipt? Okay, you can leave it on the counter. And I was like, I'm not getting a job. I had about 3 months of living expenses saved up. They paid me for a month. I said, I'm not getting a job. I'm going to make $5,000 a month for my business, plus my savings, plus what they're going to pay me. I'm going to make this work. I got fired and I went full time, and my content creation exploded. I was posting basically every single day. I was going live a few times a week, and I was really hitting my groove with YouTube. I mean, things were just flowing and flowing and flowing. Then the pandemic hit. This is another crucial part into my business. While my business was still doing okay, right? The growth that I was projected kind of slowed down because the pandemic slowed everybody down. But in 2020, my clients started asking me for more. So I had clients who were saving hundreds and thousands of dollars. I had clients paying off cars and buying RVs and paying off college and building up savings accounts and filling up their fridges and their freezers for low amounts. I mean, budgeting, being able to do what they wanted with their money. My clients were killing it. But a few of them were like, Crystal, can you teach us how you started your YouTube channel? Can you teach me how to start a side hustle? I don't know how long my job is going to last. Some of them got laid off and they were like, can you help us? Can you teach us how to start a business? And I was like, okay. But I've always kind of had a knack for helping people make money. So if friends or family would be like, oh, I need to make a few dollars, I need to do this. I'll be like, oh, try this, try this, try this. And they're like, okay. Some of them did it, some of them didn't. So it's a trait that I always had in me that I never really capitalized on or focused on. I'm a maximizer. That's what I do. So I helped my clients. Okay. I helped them. At this point, I had a business coach and I hired my business coach 3 months after I got fired. So I got fired in August. I hired my business coach in November of 2019. So with her guidance, I started creating programs. I created YouTube channel on a budget where I taught people how to start a YouTube channel with like $0 to $100. I had the Money Makers Academy where I helped women start businesses from scratch. I offered one-on-one business coaching where I helped women with their businesses one-on-one. I did what I could to help my clients. Then my business coach was like, hey, Crystal, you're my star student. Can you coach my clients to help them understand what you did? And I was like, okay, I don't know how to be a business coach. I was terrified. Okay. But she threw me into the fire. And I'll say a part of the reason why I'm a business coach today is because of her. I coached a lot of her clients and I learned a lot about coaching, a lot about myself, a lot about my teaching style. And it completely changed my life. Once that happened, I did both for 3 years. So from 2020 to 2023, forward facing, I was your coupon girl. I've been on the news over 30 times. I've done ridiculous brand deals, ridiculous in the sense of like the amount of money that they paid me, brand deals for a lot of money saving and budget apps. I created a crap ton of content around couponing, and I was the couponing girl. And then behind the scenes, I was running business group coaching programs, business one-on-one clients, business coaching on the back end. But in 2023, I got tired of couponing in the sense of I felt like me posting videos while I was educating people, it was still like an urgency to go buy something. If that makes sense, type yes in the comments. Tap the screen if you get what I'm saying. I started to feel like I'm promoting people shopping. No matter if my goal is to teach them how to save, they're still shopping. And I loved helping women make money. Around this time, I was really heavy into reading We Should All Be Millionaires by Rachel Rodgers. And she always says, nothing bad happens. Ooh, I'm so tired. Nothing bad happens when women make more money. Only good things happen when women make more money. And as I was helping my clients make more money, I saw a shift in me where I was like, I like this. This feels really good. I want to be over here. Not only can I make more money coaching women on business because the price point and the investment is more, because if I'm helping you make thousands, the investment is going to have to be more than if I'm helping you save hundreds. Make sense? Right? I could make more, but more importantly, I can make a bigger impact, because when women have more money to spend, that increases the economy, that impacts your life better, that impacts your community's life better, your family's life better. So I literally sat down and I made a pros and cons list. If I was a coupon coach, if I was a content coach, but I got to the point where I couldn't do both anymore. It was too much to try to post two different types of content to two different types of audiences. Now, were my couponing clients my business clients? Absolutely. But it was very hard to create business coaching content on a platform where the SEO, especially YouTube, was all about couponing. I was sick and tired of posting a video and getting 50 to 100 views when I was used to thousands of views because my audience called for it. Okay. This is what 2023 Crystal was thinking. I was frustrated. So I sat down and I made a pros and cons list. Hey, Liv. I made a pros and cons list of what I should do. And I sat with it and I prayed on it and I said, I want to be a business coach. And every reason why I shouldn't be a business coach flooded me. Number one, you're leaving your clients. You're a sellout. You're not qualified to be a business coach. You haven't made $1 million. How dare you decide to be a business coach? How are you going to help somebody and you've only run one business and you haven't made $1 million? Like, because $1 million is the thing, right? I had a 6-figure year. And at that point, I had made like close to $200,000+ at that point online from social media, between selling my products and services and getting my brand deals, and all of that's relevant to the story. But I still was telling myself no, even though I had clients who were successfully making thousands of dollars, who were successfully creating content on social media, who successfully created a business from scratch in my programs. I still was telling myself all the reasons why I can't, why I shouldn't, and why it's not good. So then I had to sit with myself with the pros and cons list. One thing my business coach taught me: you decide and then you take action as if what you want, you already got. I want to be a business coach. So if I was a business coach, what would I do? And that's what I did. So if you're thinking about making a decision, whether it's starting your business, pivoting in your business, a decision in life, make your decision and then ask yourself, if I was this, if I was her, if I already had the $10,000, what would I do? She always would say, what would the millionaire version of you do? What does the 6-figure version of you do? What does a business coaching do? She closes down her couponing and she starts something fresh for business. So I didn't close down my YouTube channel. I just stopped posting coupon content and I started a brand new YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris. If you're not subscribed, go subscribe. It's Build a Business with KRYS. Because I said I need an audience of women who just want to start and grow their business. Not people who came here to save money, people who came here because they are hungry and they want to start their business, they want to grow their business, they want to make more money. If you want to make more money, type some money signs in the chat. If you want to grow your business for the second half of this year, put some money signs in the chat. If you want to make more sales, post some money signs in the chat. I love your content. Thank you, Nay. I appreciate you being here. If you want to make more money, put some money signs in the chat. Okay? I said, okay. Nothing bad happens when women work more money. It's okay to say you want more money. It's okay to want more money. And if you want more money, what steps are you going to take to make that money? And I said, okay, I'm a business coach. So I created the YouTube channel to focus on helping women make more money in their business. That was the goal. That was the purpose of Build a Business with Chris. And now I'm almost to 1,000 subscribers. So I'm super excited about that. Almost 1,000 people who want to start and grow their business. I'm elated. Okay. I sat down and I wrestled with that decision. So I started the second YouTube channel at the end of August 2023. And I was in my decision. Then my life fell apart. I had a massive plan of what I was going to do and what I was going to launch and how I was going to do Black Friday. Then my life fell apart. My engagement ended. My cat died. And because of good things, Kinsley went primarily with her dad. All that happened at the end of 2023. And it was so overwhelming, but it was much needed. I was in a dark state of depression for about 8 months. I didn't come out of my depression until August of 2024. So I feel like the Lord made me make all these decisions. So that way, when I was in my depression, it gave me time to grieve everything. Grieving what I thought I was going to have in a couponing business, grieving what I thought I was going to have in a relationship, grieving my cat, because since I moved to Florida, Lord Owie has been down with me. And I didn't grieve the loss because my kid's still here. She was with her dad. But I was grieving the difference of like not having her every single day, right? Grieving hard, okay? It was a funeral every day, okay? The relationship literally died. And it was like pulling teeth for me. When I say I did the bare minimum, I did bare minimum. But through the depression, clarity came out of like, this is the decision that you needed to make. The decisions that you made are the best decisions for you. And now it's time for you to be a business coach. And I was being an anything business coach. So in 2024, my sales were ridiculously low for the first half because I wasn't really selling jack shit. I signed a couple of clients. When I say a couple, probably 2 or 3 pre-August because I was just a mess. I was all over the place. I was unfocused. I literally went to Baltimore and I was in Baltimore from November to August. I would come back to Florida periodically, but I was working up there and I was with my mom because I was like, there's no way I can be alone in Florida because I'm already depressed. Being alone and depressed, thank God I didn't have to see that. And thank God I was smart enough to know to go. Okay. This is all important to me because as a small business owner, there's no separation of church and state for me. There's no separation of business owner Crystal and personal Crystal because she's all one person. I just be putting on different hats. But as much as I don't want it to happen, what happens in my personal life affects business. And what happens in business affects my personal life. Maybe one day there'll be a bigger separation of church and state. But for the way I am and the way I run my business, they are intertwined. So me being depressed personally, there's no way to pull myself out of that depression and focus on work in the way I needed to. I needed to go through that dark, nasty period to get all of this crap out. Through that dark, nasty period, I realized I don't want to be an anything and everything business coach. And here's the lesson. I don't want to be an anything and everything business coach because helping people from beginning to end is too much. It's not niche enough. I damn near should have kept being a coupon coach and a business coach together if I was going to muddle all my business crap together. Yeah, you weren't quiet, but you weren't your normal self at the time. Yes, that's so true. Like I showed up a little bit, but I know like in April, I was like, oh, I'm going to start posting again. And then I posted a little bit and it was just like, I was traveling again and I was like, I can't. But I didn't get my mojo back until August when I came back to Florida and I felt like I was out of my really, really dark time. But during the early part of 2024, I was like, I can't be an anything and everything business coach. Like, this is not going to work. This isn't specialized. When you talk to everyone and you try to help everyone, you end up helping no one. So that's why I wasn't signing no clients, because I wasn't clear on who I was helping and how I was helping them and what I was helping them with. I wasn't clear on that. Okay. So I had to sit down and have more come to Jesus moments with myself. And this is when I decided that I was going to be a content coach, because I sat down and I said, what have I helped my clients with the most? Content and sales. What have I done really, really, really well in my business? Content. So I went back and I said, I posted over 2,000 videos on YouTube between both of my YouTube channels. I've gone live over 1,000 times, free and paid. From that content, I've made over $400,000, thank you, in the past 6 years. Brand deals, affiliates, selling my coaching. Okay, there's one thing I'm missing. Brand deals, affiliates, selling my coaching. It'll come to me. There's 4 main ways that I make money. Thank you, Nay. And I can't remember the 4th one right now. Brand deals, coaching, affiliates. Duh, from the platforms itself, like YouTube. That's the 4th one. So from the platforms, brand deals, affiliates, and selling my coaching. My content is the reason I got brand deals. I've never reached out to a brand and say, hey, can I work with you? The brands have always said, we seen your YouTube video. I seen you doing a live on Instagram. I saw your TikTok videos. We want to work with you. Okay. That's how I've gotten all of my brand deals. Affiliates. I've signed up for some affiliate programs, but they come to me. We seen your video. We seen your YouTube. I saw you on the news. We want to send you this and you get a 10% or a 20% commission off of everything that you sell. Rebate apps. I've made thousands from rebate app referrals. Okay, everybody sign up for Flues, okay? Go sign up for Flues. I made over $10,000 in affiliate money from Flues alone. 10,000? Insanity, okay? All of that is from my content. If I wasn't posting content, I wouldn't have had any of this. If I wasn't consistent with my content, I wouldn't have got any of this. All of you are here because of my content. My content made me Chris the Maximizer. And being a content machine as a coupon coach got me to be a business coach. Yes. Okay. Good night.
Hey Maximizers, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Kinsley, and this is my birthday vlog. Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Okay, Kinsley, it's time for you to go to bed because it's 9:45. Brush your teeth. Okay. Good night. Brush your teeth. Bonnet on.
Bye bye, Maximizers.
And I'll see you on the way.
Oh, my after school snack is on the counter.
Okay. And your snacks for school are in your bag? Okay.
I just need to take my water bottle out and just put it on the counter because I'm.
Yeah, put it on the counter so we can fill it up. Okay. Yes, close the door. If I didn't post all that content as a coupon coach, I would not be able to be the business coach that I am today. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. So once I made the decision to be a coach that helps business owners with their content, I signed clients from September to February. So from September of 2024 through February of 2025, I signed a client every single month. I did not sign any clients March, April. I signed a client in March. So I didn't sign any clients from April to damn near now because I was on the road, I was traveling, and I wasn't selling openly. Okay? Actually, I lied. I signed some clients in Christmas in July. I did sign some clients in Christmas in July. But point being, I was consistent. I was showing up. I was clear on how I was helping you. And I signed clients every single month for almost 6 months. So proud of myself once I made that pivot. And I made the pivot, number one, and the core reason, and this is good enough. This is good enough for you. Are you ready? Listen to me. I made the pivot because I wanted to. You never got to justify yourself with anyone. But I made the pivot because I wanted to. But I also made the pivot because in life, in business, when you learn and when you grow, you inevitably change. 9 times out of 10, most of the brands and the businesses that we use today, they are not the same exact thing that they were when they first started. Apple, when it started off as Macintosh, only sold big old desktop computers. Now, they still sell desktop computers in 2025, but their main product is probably the iPhone. The iPhone is probably their number one product. But when they started, they sold big old computers. Amazon started off selling textbooks for college. Now they sell everything under the sun. So when you learn, when you grow, when you figure out what you like and what you don't like, you are going to change. It's okay to change your mind. Now, you don't want to do it prematurely. You don't want to do it in haste, and you don't want to do it emotional. I'm a very emotional person, and I have to realize that I cannot make permanent decisions off of my temporary emotions. So it took me a whole year. All of 2023, I was thinking about and wanting to switch and pivot and focus more on business coaching. And if you look at my content in 2023, I was posting more about business than I was about couponing in 2023. And I realized that it's something more that I wanted to do. I also needed the time, freedom, and flexibility. Coupon doesn't give you that. I needed to be going to a store every single week in some form or fashion. And I did not want to do that anymore. So simply because I didn't want to do that anymore and I wanted to do something else that was just as profitable, if not more profitable to me, I said I'm going to make the pivot. I also want you to always get out your pen and paper and make a pros and cons list. What's good about this decision? What's not so good about this decision? And what does my life look like if I make this decision? If I change, if I pivot, what does my quality of life look like? Is it better? Is it more towards what I really want? Or is it taking me away from what I want? And it was giving me more of what I wanted because I wouldn't have to go to a store. All I need is my laptop, my phone, and internet, and I can coach my clients from anywhere. I'm going to go with that. And I made the pivot because it was aligned with where I am today. Now, not to say I don't think I'm going to be a content coach forever. Another pivot may happen. Another pivot is most likely going to happen. But for now, for the next few years, I see myself really digging my heels in, really not creating, but formulating a crap ton of frameworks. I have so many thoughts, ideas, and things in my head, but life has been lifing for me, and I haven't been able to sit down with a clear head and be like, implement this, and this. But baby, when I tell you, I'm coming with a vengeance for the end of 2025. Okay. I'm launching a brand new program in 2 weeks. Okay. First, I'm having a free masterclass on August 24th. Haven't done a masterclass all year. Okay. This is probably going to be my only probably. I don't want to say with 100% certainty, but right now, this very well may be my only free masterclass for 2025. It's happening on August 24th. And the masterclass is to help you make more sales on social media. So if you are a business owner and you are struggling to make sales, you need help making sales, or you just want to make more sales, sign up for the masterclass. It's totally free. It's free to sign up. Okay. So go sign up at KristenMaximizer.com, get in the masterclass. It's at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on August 24th. And I'm sharing my top tips for how I've made sales on social media. Okay. That's what I'm sharing in the masterclass. If you're like, Crystal, I think I want to start a business, I don't even have one, come to the masterclass, get some tea, and then you can also ask me questions during the Q&A. It's free. You don't have anything to lose, whether you have a business or you want to start a business. But this is truly for people who want to sell their own products and services on social media. Okay? I haven't seen you on my FYP in forever. Oh, hey, Peachy. I have not been going live that often. I'm just now getting back into the groove of going live. So, hey. So make sure you go sign up for the masterclass. Okay? It's free. KristenMaximizer.com/masterclass. Okay? That's where I am. I haven't been able to get funds or time, but I jump on as many of your videos and masterclasses. Perfect. Now I am launching, and details about this is going to come out on Sunday, on the 17th. But on August 24th, I am launching a content bootcamp. Like, I've realized that I've been doing one-on-one for the past year and a half. But I absolutely love boot camps. My first boot camp I ever did was coupon boot camp. I've done like grocery boot camp. I've done brain to business boot camp. I've done live boot camp. And now I'm doing a content boot camp. Content boot camp is going to be a paid program with a really extended payment plan. Okay. The payment plans, amazing. Klarna, Afterpay, Affirm. Content boot camp is going to be less than $1,000. Okay. And as of right now, it's scheduled for 8 weeks in the fall. This is going to be one of my favorite programs I have ever created. Okay. I am going to teach you how to create your content to build your audience and make sales for 30 days at a time. And during the boot camp, we are going to be creating our content all together. It's a group program with one-on-ones. So you get both. You're going to get group and you're going to get one-on-ones with me, and we're going to create 30 days of content together. So at the end, we would have created and posted 30 days worth of content together. Like, I'm freaking out just creating it. So all of the itty bitty details will be coming out on Sunday, God willing. But this is my favorite program I've ever created to date. Like, I am so excited and so amped up about it. So make sure you sign up for the masterclass. There's going to be exclusive bonuses for if you sign up in the beginning. Okay, epic bonuses and discounts. It's already less than $100. Already less than $1,000, and there's already going to be discounts on that. So less than $1,000 for 8 weeks of coaching. You don't want to miss this, and it's probably not going to be at this price point again. So, but I want y'all to know that making the pivot allowed me to create new things. And being a business owner allowed me to be creative. And I never thought that I was creative because I would think about creative as in like drawing and writing and painting. But I am intellectually creative. I teach creative way in a creative way. And I'm so excited. She says, I love your boot camps. Oh my gosh, take my money. Listen, you're going to love it. And I'm so freaking excited for it. So make sure you're on the list for the masterclass. Okay. Get the masterclass. And then the day of the masterclass, I'm going to open the doors to the content bootcamp. And there's going to be exclusive bonuses and discounts for you. But I'm going to share all the details on Sunday. So better up. Worst case by Monday, I'll share the details. But early next week, you'll get the details. And then the doors will open on August 24th. And spots are going to be limited in this bootcamp because of the one-on-one feature. I'm going to be giving out not multiple one-on-ones, and it's just me. Just me. My team is real itty bitty right now. So it's just me. I don't have any co-coaches or anything like that. So spots are going to be limited. And this is not a program that you want to miss. And if you've been in any of my programs before, you know how much I give. You know how much I'm there to help you individually and as a group collective. So you don't want to miss this. So if this is your first time watching me, welcome. Make sure you go to my website, christhemaximizer.com, and get into the masterclass. There's also a VIP option in the masterclass. If you want to get a little taste of coaching with Chris, I'm offering a content audit for me to review your content. You get a 15-minute mini coaching session with me to get your feedback from your content audit. And then I also will be doing a pre-recorded video with your content audit. So I'm going to review your content, send you a video, and then we're going to have a 15-minute mini session where I can coach you. You can ask me questions about your content audit. So if you want to do that upgrade, it's like $97 to get that. And you get a Zoom Q&A right after the masterclass. So the masterclass is not on Zoom. The masterclass you watch and you can type like this live because it's free. And then for all of my VIPers, right after the masterclass ends, we're going to jump on Zoom and we can have an actual conversation. You can ask me questions, get more feedback, get more coaching because you're a VIP. So you don't want to miss, you don't want to miss out on this, okay? So go get your seat in the free masterclass. If you got the coins to upgrade to VIP, why not? And you definitely want to make sure you're on my email list so you do not miss out on this content bootcamp because your FOMO is going to be high because I'm giving this content bootcamp everything in the kitchen sink that I have, and I'm so excited for it. So that is why I pivoted from Oh my lord, did I write this wrong? Oh no. This is how I pivoted from couponing to being a content coach. So I would love to open the floor for questions. Does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns? And if you don't have any questions, was this helpful? Yes or no? If you don't have any questions, was this helpful? Yes or no? Was this helpful? Yes or no? And if you have any questions, let me know. Nay says yes, very helpful. Thank you for joining. Something else that I didn't tell anyone else. I had to buy a new freaking car, and this is my new car manual here. I had to buy a new car on Saturday. When I tell you life has been lifing for me, my car, after 14 years, I've had that car my whole adult life. I got that car when I was 21. And now your girl is 35. It's the only car Kinsley has known me in. And she gave out, and I had to buy a new car. And we'll talk more about this at the anniversary because in the past 3 months, I've gotten a new laptop, a brand new house. So, a brand new laptop, a brand new house, and a certified pre owned car. So, my car is a 2022, so it's very new to me. And it's the top of the line model with all the bells and whistles. I'm so grateful. But life has been lifing for me. Very helpful. Looking forward to the details of the camp. I need content help. I would love to work with you again. You just wait. So make sure you sign up for the masterclass. And I know you're on my email list already, but make sure you click the link, go sign up for my masterclass, and details of the boot camp will be out. I'm exhausted. Kinsley started back at school, and I've been getting up at 6 a.m. to take her to school in my new car. And I just got the car detailed, and they had to give me my manuals and my second key. So I brought the manuals in here because I told myself I was going to read them tonight, but I'm about to go take a shower. And I promised myself that I would have my nightstands put together by tomorrow. So I need to clock in at least 30 minutes on nightstands. And then I need to be in bed before 12 because I'm exhausted. I want to thank y'all so much for joining me tonight. Tomorrow's Friday. I'm gonna do my damnedest to be here tomorrow because my new live schedule is Monday through Thursday, but we're in a launch period and we need people in our masterclass. And I have a goal of 100 people in the masterclass. We're nowhere near 100. So I'm like, I gotta turn on the jets. I gotta be on my live every day. I gotta be in my stories every day. And I've been posting content. Okay, you're gonna get content from me. Yesterday I posted 4 videos. Okay. I just posted one day in the life today. But Kinsley's 3-part birthday day in the life is up. So if you haven't watched that, go watch it. And I just posted May 24th's day in the life. So you can go post that one. You can go watch that one too. So I'm about to go take a shower and then work on my nightstands and then get myself in bed. But I want to thank y'all so much for joining me. I will hopefully see you all tomorrow. So have a good night. Bye.